Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. And where were we? Here.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome one more time. And it is Friday, indubitably. And let's see who's here. We've got Lucky Dog Productions moderating, and William Irizarry. Hey, Robert Ely Mom and fellow Pelican heads around the world. Happy Friday to you too. Stephen Priby, join us for 5 seconds with Illy when we hear Illy. Robert, you stole that tagline from KYD. Well, not really. It's going to be a summer to remember, and I'm sure they stole it from someone else too. It's not like I'm going to sell a t-shirt saying summer to remember or anything like that. So we're all good. I'm sure they don't mind. Annalisa Hamlet, hello from Oahu, Hawaii, and the RV DJ. Here you go, Traveling Robert. Hold on, let me grab my IPA while we're at it. And I have a bunch of IPAs. By the way, I found my microphone. It was in a box. When you moving from the RV to the house is like almost like moving for real. So yeah. Even though this last trip wasn't as long as other trips before that one. And this one is, I have a bunch of beers from Utah, and I think this one from Texas. 7.1 alcohol. This is an Axis IPA, Real Ale Brewing Company. I believe this is from Austin. From Blanco, Texas. I don't believe we've had this one on the live stream before, so cheers, everybody. It is really good. Anyway, hello, Christopher Olson. Hello, Ting Kong Carl from beautiful Thunder Canyon, Alabama. In Alabama. By the way, we're thinking of going up to Pelicamp soon here, so not soon like in a week or two. Happy Friday, Douglas Sawyer, Cheryl Gaddus. Hello, everyone from North Carolina, El Mandalorian. Happy Friday, greetings, Young Dave. Hey, everybody, greetings from Susin City, California. Kelly Ribs Romero, hello there. E.J. Wise, good evening, Robert. Happy Friday. Cheers from the Jersey Shore. And Remy Pasión, happy Friday. Good to see you again, Traveling Robert. Good to see you too, man. And Douglas Sawyer from Georgia. Michelle K. Hello, Michelle K. And Robert Powell, Doug Bevel, Cindy G. Happy Friday. Joanne Waller. Robert, we are heading to Newfoundland in 2 weeks. I'll let you know the details. So I can't, I would... Newfoundland is one of those places that is still, on the list. Mega Van Mike, hello there. And Mr. CLT, hello, Robert, and all the Pelican heads. And ask Remy, I have t-shirts, summer to remember. There you go. Hey, all about Arkansas. How are you? Checking from Arkansas. And we might take the Arkansas route up to Iowa coming soon here. Not soon. In the summer to remember. I call it that, not because of anything. It's just, it's going to be a busy summer as far as travel goes. I have a lot of different things that we're doing, and it requires coordination and planning. And Jim Foster, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the shops at sea. Shops at sea would be ships at sea. Well, shops at sea will work too. Let's be Pelican heads. And hold on, Joanne Waller, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Young Dave, looks like you really enjoyed Big Bend, Texas. Texas gets a bad rap for some people, but I've always enjoyed my time there. I love Texas. And I just had a great time also in San Antonio and Austin. So, and what you call it, the brisket. Oh, the brisket, man. It's all about the brisket. Scott Zidanis from New Smyrna Beach. Hello there. And Charlie Travelot. Evening, Robert. What great weather lately in Jax. Springtime is the best time. Enjoy it while it lasts. It hasn't been as hot. It hasn't been as hot as it usually is this time of the year. So anywho, hey, let me. It's Annalisa Hamlet is halfway to Halloween. Do you have a favorite holiday? Not favorite holiday. I mean, it's I don't know. I've never thought about it that way. It's weird, I'm like, I'd like to celebrate whenever I want, right? It's not like, yeah, the holidays, yeah, and I understand, in Florida we don't get all the seasons, but up north, yeah, during Halloween everything becomes like the color, the pumpkin color and all that, and then you have Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas, of course, and I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I'm scrolling down quickly here because I don't know. I have too many messages, guys. Caddy on Route 66. Hello, Journey by Jay. Greetings from Colorado. William Brody is here as well, and Joan Lavoy from Fernandina Beach, Florida. Raul Medina, how are you? Happy Friday from San Antonio, Texas. It's fiesta time. Yeah, I saw all the advertisement, when I was there a couple of weeks ago. Max Melendez, happy Friday, Robert, celebrating 3 years as a Chief Pelican Head. All right. Daniel Ruiz, hey Robert, it's National Pretzel Day. Great with an IPA. Hey, we must go to a brewery or an Irish pub or something like that. Thank you for the super chat. And Eric Jonestown, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. We started our full-time journey last week. Congratulations. Currently in Pella, Iowa for the Tulip Festival, then off to the Black Hills and Omaha after. Black Hills and then Omaha. Yeah, Black Hills. Enjoy yourself. And congratulations on that maiden voyage. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat from the west up in the Sierras. Hello, Roberto. The Sierras are calling, man. Will I see you at Quartzsite this January? That is the question. I see that your date is wrong. It should be National Pretzel Day. April 26th. No, we're good. You mean Pretzel Day. Keith Franklin, come over to Naples, Florida. One of these days, we'll go back to Naples. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Hold on. I get easily distracted here with email. Hey, Steve Gibling, thank you for being here. Have a nice IPA on all holidays are great. The weather should be good when you go to Spain. Nice work and have fun. I really hope so. It's going to start warming up in Spain, which kind of worries me because European RVs usually don't have a rooftop air conditioner. But I'm sure we'll survive. Natalie Driscoll, have a good weekend all. I have to go to my son's soccer game. Well, enjoy. And Sherry Lindgren, Hobby and I started our full-time adventure June 1st, making our way from Wisconsin to Florida. Can't wait. Your videos are inspiring. Thank you, and congratulations. And it just occurred to me that I have to do some kind of celebration this year in August or September, around thereof, end of August, early September. It's going to be our 10th RV-versary. Time flies. When is the next Minitini? You mean the next Minitini lounge? Maybe next week. I'll see if I can, get the keyboard out of mothballs back there and do a Minitini lounge. Let me do something here real quick. Okay, no, never mind. I'm setting up something, a new thing that I bought. I bought a new thing. I'll show you eventually. Hey Robert, I was wondering how often or do you ever stop overnight to sleep at at those roadside rest areas? It depends. A lot of them say no overnight parking. A lot of them say it and it is not really enforced. I mean, they just have it there just in case people decide to like camp and whip out chairs and barbecues and whatnot. But I have done it several times. In Texas, you can stay up to 48 hours in those as long as you have a self-contained RV. And it depends. There's one on I-10 in Florida, exactly on the right before the Apalachicola River, which happens to be the time zone change. That one apparently allows overnight parking. So you have to check. You don't want that knock on the door at 2 a.m. and then it's Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Hi from cloudy Central Kentucky. Please say hello to Matthew Slade, the construction boy, demolition man at Dinosaur Park. Oh, hello, Matthew Slade. Remin Pasión, 10-year RV life is calling for a celebration. Yeah, it's been 10 years. Well, it's going to be 10 years. It's in late August. I forget the exact date. I know we signed on the dotted line in late August, and then the week later, we took delivery of it. And I don't know, it was an ordeal because at work, I had to get the day off, and it was short notice, and they were like frowned upon. But I told them, you know what, I gotta do it. And they didn't fire me. So Florida is not RV friendly. Texas RV friendly. Florida not. I would somehow agree. But let me tell you, Florida is more RV friendly than many other states. And it depends what part of Florida. I know South Florida, Southeast Florida in general. I think A1A, you're not supposed to park an RV anywhere on A1A, for example. But there are worse places. I would categorize Florida like halfway. It's not like too friendly like, let's say, Utah or Texas or Arizona or anywhere out west. I would put Nevada in that category too. But it's not like Massachusetts or maybe, I don't know. I'm just nothing against the people from Massachusetts or Connecticut or the densely populated states of the Northeast are more difficult usually. Young Dave, Yosemite News. The rockfall has closed in the John Muir Trail near the top of Nevada Falls indefinitely. A rockfall. Oh no, the John Muir Trail. Oh, that sucks. Well, hopefully they figure out a way to reopen it. And William Brody celebrating 25 months. Man, that's over 2 years. I know my math. As a chief Pelican head, can't wait to see everyone at NJ24. Yep, me too. I think it's going to be a good one. William Oberlander. Hi, oops, I'm late. No, never, better late than never. And Big Duke X. Thanks, we drove to Texas to see solar eclipse. Long drive and we just used the rest areas. Yeah, Texas is very RV friendly in that sense. And they have the rest areas, like the large ones that are usually a little more crowded, but they have all this, and they don't even show up on search, on the apps, or even I don't think even Google knows about some of them. But they have all these like roadside tables or picnic areas or pull-offs, a bunch of them that they just don't have any services. Any facilities, no bathroom. Some of them don't even have. Well, they may have a trash can or so, but you can stay at those too. And Darlene Barcelo, hello everyone. Hello, Darlene and Darlene Brown. Hey, Robert. We are at Hanna Park in Jacksonville, Florida. We spent a week in Santee State Park in South Carolina. Which reminds me, yeah, Santee Lake is a cool area. I like it. Road Unraveled. Happy Friday to you too. Michelle K, thumbs up, everyone, yay! And Mr. CLT TravelingRobert.com, which we have the videos page is new. Remy updated it recently, and now it updates automatically. It's very cool. Big Jim Slade, aka Santa Claus. Traveling Robert, have you seen or heard of any RVers having trouble with camping along the road due to some of these new anti-homelessness laws that prohibit camping in public? I haven't really. I mean, it probably depends on varies state to state, right? I know in Texas, it's probably in the big cities it might be a problem, but once you get out of the big cities, Texas is very, very friendly when it comes to that. Danny Parks, hey Robert, because of what we saw in your video of Big Bend Park in Texas, we're going to be going there very soon. Yeah, that Big Bend was it was a pleasant surprise. I was really stoked to see it. I had seen videos. A lot of people had told me about it, but yeah, I want to say I was pleasantly surprised. A trailer traveling Gord celebrating 28 months as a chief Pelican Head. Now I have Bananarama stuck in my head. Thanks, Robert. Cruel Summer. Do you want me to sing Taylor Swift's version of Cruel Summer? I'm drunk in the back of the car. Never mind. William Overlander, every video is fantastic. Thanks so much for everything. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. How can you camp in private? Well, true, but you can camp there are many national forest roads. You can pretty much camp out there in the middle of the forest, away from everybody, and that's kind of private. So I think public they meant on the side of the road, on a busy road. Everybody say hello to my mom. My mom says good evening, everyone. Hope you have a nice time. Love, Mom. All right. And Pete Diaz, the Big Bend was one of your best videos. What an amazing place. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the Big Duke X couldn't believe the 80 miles per hour speed limit there in Texas. Yeah, West Texas especially, It's 80 miles per hour. When you got those straight open roads, right? Why not? Do we any Mother's Day plans? Nothing special. We'll probably cook a meal and spend it together. That's most likely what we're gonna do. Faith and Hope, hello from Davie, Florida. Robert, we love your videos. Thank you so much. Logical thinking. Life was so boring before you got to go from the music. Dwayne Licky. Hello, Robert from D. Wayne and Leslie. Do you ever stop in Birmingham, Alabama? We've been there. We need to stop properly. The only time we've been there, we went to that statue you have on the top of the hill, on top of the, what's it called? I want to say Hercules, but I know it's not. It's Hercules or Vulcan, or it's a Greek god. I just can't remember which one. That's all I've done in Birmingham, but we have to correct that oversight for sure. Clorinda Cosper, hey Robert, my favorite video is the Lewis and Clark expedition. What gave you the marvelous idea to do the video? Well, I was in North Dakota in 2020, and 2020, as you know, was a difficult year to travel. So I figured let's go to the places that have the least people and the least restrictions. And I had never been to North Dakota, so I went to North Dakota. And once you get past the Missouri River, and I had, of course, heard of the Lewis and Clark expedition many times before. But then in North Dakota, you go there, and then you really, I really didn't go for that. I went, let's go to North Dakota. No, very few people have ever been here. And then in Bismarck, everything is about Lewis and Clark and Fort Mandan, and you get to experience so much of the history of the Lewis and Clark expedition that I started doing some research. Let's see what this is all about. Would it be cool? Like a year before, I had learned about the Oregon Trail, which is something else that at some point I'd like to do the whole Oregon Trail. But the Lewis and Clark Trail was fascinating because it was the first time that something like this, someone actually walked or sailed across the entire continent by land, and nobody had ever, that we know of, had ever done that before. So I said, let's see if we can do it. And it might be easier by boat because they did it mostly by boat. So yeah. So that was the genesis of it all, I think. RV Talk, been watching you since almost the beginning. Love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And the road unraveled. Leslie Lake, Vulcan. There you go. I knew it was one of the Greek gods, the god of fire, right? Vulcan. Hey Robert, do you have any plans to explore more of the Pacific Northwest? There are some great spots east of the Cascade Range in Oregon and Washington. I would love to. And who's texting me here? Never mind. Yeah. The only thing is, as long as I'm based out of Florida, it's kind of far. The Pacific Northwest. Getting there is quite the commitment. So it's probably not gonna happen this year, but I'm thinking maybe next year we can. Yeah, I really do want to explore the Cascades. And next year, I want to go north again in the summer. Maybe not to Alaska, but maybe we can go to Tuktoyaktuk. So it would make sense to explore a little bit of that area of Oregon and Washington, and then crossing the border, doing the Cassiar all the way to Dawson City, and then taking the Dempster Highway. Oak Mountain and Birmingham. All right, we have to revisit Birmingham. That's all I gotta say. I tell my friends about you, saying people love it, riding in my RV. Yeah, in 2020 we did have the road all to ourselves, didn't we? Are you liking your trail bus truck, and have you had any problems? I love that truck. It's been great so far. I mean, all vehicles have problems, and I just haven't. This is just happened lately. I just have to take it. I'm having an intermittent issue with trailer brakes. Everything else works. All the lights work. So it's just the trailer brakes. They go out from time to time, and hopefully they won't go out on like a downhill. I do have to take care of that. That started on the return trip from Texas. It's intermittent, so I don't know if it is just loose wire. We have to troubleshoot that, so I'm gonna have to take it to the dealer. Hey, Red Jaguar 100, our friend Herbie. Hello to my Pelican Head family and to my friend the Traveling Robert. Thank you, Herbie. Southwest Desert Explorer. Hey, Traveling Robert, what future trip are you most excited about and why? Oh, the Spain trip for sure. Just the food alone, I'm on a diet just so I can lose a few pounds, so I can regain them when we get to Spain, and it's just different, we're gonna be living out of a camper van for the first time for almost 3 whole weeks, and that's what got me the most excited. Now there's the summer road trip in which we may switch RVs. I mean, I don't know yet, so I cannot say with any certainty what RV we're gonna get, what's happening, but Spain is the most immediate one, and that's the one that I'm most excited about, to be honest. It's just a little bit of that, even though I speak the language, and it's going to be, getting out of your comfort zone, driving stick shift again. It's going to be cool. Did you visit the Alamo, says young Dave? I'm reading that they are in the process of updating the museum to tell a more accurate story of what happened there and explore the cultural history before the revolution. I went to the Alamo several years ago. I've been to the Alamo twice already. You haven't seen it because they don't let you film inside. But no, we did not go into the Alamo on this last particular trip. We saw it from outside, but yeah. George Correa, how come you never come to the Northeast, to New York, Connecticut? I've been to New York several times. I've been to Connecticut once, ever so briefly. But we might go back after NJ24 now in this coming late summer, before or after NJ21. So. William Kowalski, Lake Santee, wonderful. By the way, don't forget Elks Club Camp for a donation all across the country. You just have to join. Yes, I've been meaning to join the Elks. It's just one of those things that lazy me forgets. I even have a sponsor. I just have to call. Have you been in Michigan yet? Yes, I've been in Michigan several times. I've been to Mackinac Island, the UP, and the center of the Mitten, Detroit area, that kind of thing. Are you still going to Europe this summer? Any cruise plans later this year? Yes, very likely cruising after we return from Europe. But it's not going to be a transatlantic cruise. It's just going to be Caribbean, basically. Hey, Rich, live of road trips. Hi, Traveling Robert. Hello there. Nice to see you're on. Yes, every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're here. I wish I knew your channel in 2020. Your videos would have been a great escape. I know I gained a lot of subscribers in 2020 just because of that reason. Wiggle the fuse contacts. I even swapped the fuse. Doesn't seem to be the fuse. The fuse is good, but I'm thinking when I had the problem in Alaska with the running lights, you know, my friend, the RV tech, and the other guy he invited because he was more of an expert, they disassembled that whole thing. I'm not saying they might have damaged something, but you know, it could happen that something may be loose in there in some of the contacts. When are you going to Spain? Late May, so in about exactly a month, actually. Can you give some gift memberships, Robert? You know that they don't let me do it anymore. I don't have the actually. What do you know? Who wants to be a member? They put it back. They removed the feature for a few weeks, and now I can give you 5 new memberships. Enjoy, guys. Jean Lavoy, your Lewis and Clark videos were my favorite so far. Alaska was my number 2. You are the Rick Steves of RV traveling. Thank you. That's great praise. And those are 2 of my favorite series too, believe it or not, out of the ones that I've made. Hey Seth, our friend Seth. Hola Pelican Heads. How are you? How are the foothills of Appalachia there in northern Georgia? Robert Wilkes, are you in Florida now? Yep, we're in Florida. We're gonna be in Florida. Florida is home base after all. It still is. After Big Jim Slade, after nearly 50 years of auto ownership, I finally have found the most suitable vehicle that combines comfort, amenities, and usefulness. The 2024 Buick Enclave Avenir with towing. Really? I might look into that. Buick. Which, by the way, I just got an email today that the Silverado, the Silverado E truck, the electric, is coming out soon. I don't know. Faith and Hope, we drove to Tampa 4 hours from South Florida, and the trip was very hard on me. I'm very sad that my maybe health issues keep me from road trips. You know, sometimes it is hard to drive long hours, right? Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas love you. Spend a little more time with us. We love you. Yes, we will. We will. And that's part of kind of the plan now for the trip to Iowa. If we can, you know, spend some time in Arkansas. Trust Bannister. And my wife and I love your videos. Thank you so much. And Evelise Johnson, saludos from Vieques, Puerto Rico. Love your channel. Thank you so much. We have to go to Puerto Rico, Borinquen, at some point soon. Rob on the road. People are doing stuff after NJ24. Surely NJ24 will be the highlight of the year. Oh, that's for sure. It does not feel like a 7.1 alcohol, but if they say so, I'll believe it. Let me do something here real quick. How does this work? I bought a new thing and I forgot to turn it off. It was doing a software update. The Lost RVers, anyone on the road in 2020 videoing for YouTube channel will become the historical documents of future societies. Some ventured out to buck the system. Cheers to all who did. Well, you know, I had that map, you know. All right, okay, here we go. Stephen Pri was gifted. Stephen Pri, congratulations. And Raphael Jacopine and Kyle Bogart. There should be more. Where are the rest? Oh, Remin Pasión. Do they have a Vaughan Jefferness? Do they have charging station at any places you visit? They definitely need to upgrade before making the switch over. Still not certain EV trucks have enough towing capacity. Well, the Silverado EV is going to have 10,000 pounds. The towing capacity is not a problem. The problem is the truck may have 400 miles of range not towing, which become 180 while towing. And if we're going to be towing, they need to come up with some pull-through charging stations because all these charging stations are back in. So, you know, more research shall go into this. Traveling Robert from Red Dragon. If you need another sponsor, let me know. I will be honored to sponsor you. Thank you, Herbie. For the trailer brakes, have the ground points checked. I'll check that too. But everything else works. So I don't know if it will be a ground issue. But my favorite, Masood Karim, my favorite 2019 summer trip and the original Driving to the West 2017 with old Kia. Nothing compares to those two trips in my opinion. Well, you know, you only get to do something for the first time once. And on that 2019, especially, I try to hit all the spots, you know, like all the great spots out west. And that's winter 2019 and then the summer 2019. And the first traveling to the west, exactly, it's only there's only one first time. And I learned a lot during that trip. Greg Graham, I think hybrids are best. The world isn't ready for fully electric yet. I would tend to agree. I mean, in cities, if you're only going to use your vehicle in the city and you have like a 10-mile commute, Yeah, an electric makes sense. You get home, you plug it in, and the next morning it will be charged. But yeah, I would like Chevy had the Volt with the V, the Volt, which was fully electric, but it had a tiny little internal, like a generator, like a little Honda generator inside. And when that battery got a little too low, that engine fired up and charged the battery, like a diesel locomotive kind of, or a cruise ship. And I like the Kia trips best also. Yeah, and I'm actually putting in the video that I'm editing right now. I'm putting a flashback from that 2018 trip with old Kia, the original trip. Yeah. Rick J. Wow, I've been a Chief Pelican Head for almost a year. Time flies. Well, thank you so much for your support. And Remy Pasión, if I were to ask, I'll go with hybrid vehicle over full electric vehicle. Range and charging stations are a big issue. Yeah, we're a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a long way there. In 1980, we were a long way there. Now we're getting there, Teslas are pretty cool, but not for the kind of thing that we do, right? Did you notice that Winnebago, remember the ERV? I'm going to ask him what happened to that. Jeffrey De Bartolo, I tried to find out how many years I've been a member on Patreon. Where do you look? I could tell you. I consult the Book of Knowledge. They keep changing stuff in Patreon, by the way. Now it's called Audience. Before it used to be called something else. What are you doing? It's that new thing that I bought. D. Bartolo. Join date March 6, 2022. Thank you. Thank you for your executive producerness. Right into the west, into the sunset, says Seth. Seth, we gotta get together, man. I'm going to a wedding in Cleveland, Georgia, sometime in September. If you're gonna be there, we should hook up, man. Young Dave, 2020 was a good year for travel, but the national parks were very crowded. That was the cost, the park system beginning the reservation and timed entry requirements. That's true, and that's been a little bit of an inconvenience. But I think it's getting better. In 21, 22, the system was kind of in beta, but now it's getting a little better organized. Remembering old Kia, yeah. Hey, Rick J, my wife and I watch the new episode every Sunday night. Yeah. How many miles did you have on old Kia when she finally passed on? About 150,000, I think it was around there. 15 years she lasted, 150,000. Yeah. Pete Diaz, thank you for that super chat. Do you like your trail bus? I really like that trail bus. It's had its issues, like every vehicle. Actually, it had less issues than the Colorado, which was also very reliable. But I just love it, except when I have to park like at an old parking garage that is 6'6", and trail bus is 6'7". So I have to watch my clearance. Christian McNeil, love all your videos, Robert. When you come to Iowa this summer, I want to do a meetup or just meet you. We're in Huxley, Iowa. We'll definitely arrange something. We're going to Forest City, where the Winnebago factory is, but, along the way, Did you end up finding property in Arizona, says Paul Patterson? Yes, we did. We did. We got a place in Golden Valley. Just an acre of raw land with lots of shoya cacti. So we're going to have to do a little bit of... Jeffrey Di Bartolo, that new thing sounds like a drone. Well, what happens, the The DJI Mavic 2, which I've had for 4 years, is kind of big to have on carry-on. So Spain is calling. You should poll the audience. What do you think about traveling Robert cruise? Maybe 4 or 5 days from Miami. Everyone could share stories from the road and meet up on the water. That would be cool. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like. We could arrange that maybe sometime next year. That would take maybe a lot of arrangement. We could take like the icon of the seas and spend a week at sea. Masood Karim, Robert, have you been to Grand Canyon West Rim? Is it worth it? I'll be landing in Vegas, 1 p.m. on May 5th, and then we'll try to visit Grand Canyon West on the same day, renting a car. I haven't been there. I know I think that's where they have that walking, glass bridge that they don't let you take pictures from. I mean, if you can't make it to the South Rim, which is arguably the best, I would give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be as good as the North or South Rims, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. Pete Diaz, have you been to Stone Mountain Campground in Georgia? Twice, actually. Hi, Robert. Ever been to Florence, Italy? No, but it's on the plans for 2025. Hey, Seth, we look forward to September. Traveling Robert. What was that beeping? Your Tamagotchi die? No, it's the controller trying to do a software update, firmware update. Doug Bivell, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Cruising Robert and the Pelicans. Let's dedicate this live chat to Toby Keith. Greg Graham, that cruise would be good. I'd fly over from England to Miami for that. So many great people here. It'd be nice to meet everyone. Maybe we should do that cruise. Count me in on a cruise, says William Irizarry. All right. Maybe I can talk to the ship and we can do a mini lounge at the lounge. Russo, hey Robert, what cameras are you bringing and what are your plans for documenting Spain? I'm going to travel as light as possible. I'm going to bring the Sony, the main Sony, of course, with the zoom. I'm going to bring the GoPro 11 and the Insta360 Ace Pro. Probably the original Insta360 as well. And the new drone. The Lost RVers, hey everyone, if you want to meet Traveling Robert, plan your Q25 RV road trip now, Quartzsite, Arizona. It's a trip, a blast, and a must do. And I'll try not to break my ankle this time. Traveling Robert, about the picture issue that may be changing. Picture? What's the picture issue? When I deployed, Florence, Italy, loved it. Wait, are you going to other European countries too? Poland? I'll go to Poland eventually. I think I may be a little too close to the war right now for comfort, but I mean, I'm sure nothing's happening in Poland, right? But I'm going to work my way east, Spain, Italy. I mean, I've been to France. I would love to go to France again. Maybe Germany. Maybe I'll go back to the UK and drive in the UK, learn how to drive on the other side of the road. And definitely Poland. Maybe we can combine Poland with like Czech Republic or Czechia, I think they finally call it now. And maybe Austria. I don't know. We could... But yeah, definitely. Definitely, I mean, this is a goal / pipe dream / I would like to do a European trip from now on every year. I only have so many years left like that I can do like long hikes and stuff. So Florence is beautiful. I've seen pictures. I can't wait to go. Brody, I'm drawing a blank. Robert, what was the hike when you went up the mountain with ropes on the side to pull you up? It was awesome. Me and Pat were worried. Well, I've done 2 of those. The chains were at Angel's Landing in Zion National Park in Utah, and then I did one with it was not ropes but like cables, and that was even harder because I forgot to bring gloves, and that was Picacho Peak in Arizona. Hey, Elda Sanchez, hello from family. Your special campground is waiting for you guys. Much ducking with the Sanchez in Georgia. Hopefully soon. Masood Karim, Robert, philosophical question. Do you think USA is the best country for RV trip or road trip in that matter? I don't know. I don't know that many countries. It's certainly one of the best when it comes to size, right? I mean, just because we're big, we have a lot of stuff to see and a lot of places to visit. I really enjoyed Finland, actually, for RVing. There's a great RVing culture in Finland. You can stop pretty much anywhere and nobody cares. And those are really the only 2 countries that where I've RV'd. I mean, Finland, when I talk Finland, I talk Scandinavia in general. So, Rafael Jacapin, are you coming to Spain? Yes, in about a month, we're going to Spain. Seri Colley, Robert, Cartagena and Mallorca is beautiful, but so is Madrid and Barcelona. I don't think we're going to be able to go to Mallorca. We'll do the Balearic Islands at some point. We're going to do Cartagena and Madrid. I've been to Barcelona. We're not going to do it this time around, but one of these days. Hey, Jim in DC, Q25 sounds good to me. Q25, see you there. Be there or be square. Greg Graham, yeah, come back to England. Absolutely, I would love to. That's actually on the short list. I wish I had more time to and money to do all this like constantly, but. Hey, Lily Strain, hi from Mike and Lily in Springfield. Just tuning in. Where are you at? Are you home? Yeah, we're home. We're home at the Flagami Studio. We're gonna be here for another 3 weeks or so. Devin, hey Robert, anywhere if Winnebago is going to give you a new rig? And do you like any Class Cs? Well, I'm waiting for an email. I check my email, I refresh Outlook every 10 minutes or so. But let's make it a surprise, right? Although many of you already know what I'm getting, but Poland is beautiful. Don't underestimate, inexpensive, great food, nice people. I'm sure that the food is great. We might. I mean, it's not written anywhere that we can only do 1 trip a year to Europe or spend. I think we can stay like 6 months in the Schengen zone or something like that. So we'll see. Trailer traveling, highly recommend Prague. I've heard great things about Prague too. And by the way, I just got my international driver's license. I just got it made. It's Siri Coley. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Maybe you can be the new version of Bald and Bankrupt without the Bald and Bankrupt. Yeah, right. I don't have the guts to do Bald and Bankrupt, man. Bankrupt. Man. That guy goes into places that nobody in this sane mind would go. But hey, that's why he got 1 million subscribers, right? Young Dave, hard to beat the USA for road trips when you consider the variety of geography in one country. That much is certain. We certainly have the size and the variety. Vagando everywhere por todos lados. I felt out of place in Barcelona. They didn't like brown people. I think they thought I was a migrant. Really? Something to think about. Mark Z. Hammer, Angel's Landing was one and done. Too dangerous now. And now they make you get a permit. You know, all these spontaneous things we used to do cannot be as spontaneous anymore. Jim in DC, Sweden is good too. Pretty much any place in the countryside other than the people's yards is fair game for camping. Maybe Sweden. Go to Santorini and Crete to see how good food and life looks like. You guys are making me yearn for more European trips. Greg Graham, I'll show you good places to RV in England, although maybe next year it's still cold and rainy at the moment. It is still 12 Celsius here at the moment. 12 Celsius is still pretty cold, right? That's what, like 50 for us. And I grew up in the metric system, so I know. Not that it ever got to 10 to 12 Celsius in Cuba when I was growing up. It never gets that cold. Maxine Oliver, hello Robert, I'm happy Friday. Absolutely loved the last Sunday's video. So glad you liked it. Jim in DC, you got your license made. Just be sure the ink is dry before using. This is like the most sketchy license I've ever seen in my life. It's like this little booklet, handwritten, and then apparently what makes it official is a wet stamp from the AAA. But it's supposed to be official. Oh man. Masood Karim, how about one trip in EU, one trip in Asia? Alternate year, thanks. Yeah, we could do that too. So where in Spain are you planning to visit? Well, I have this nifty app called Campy where I can show you. And that's the only app that I found that I could, it's like the European version of Road Trippers. So that's why I'm using it. And I don't know if I can. How do I not do this? Close. And now I can go here. My trips. Spain. Loading. View trip on map. Maximize. And I showed you guys this last week, I believe. That's the Spain trip in a nutshell. This is where we're living, Toledo. I think this is Toledo. Cordoba, Seville, Cadiz, the southernmost point. Might go into Gibraltar, which is actually the UK. This is Marbella, Malaga. We're going up to Granada, but we're probably not going to take this route up to Granada. We're probably, oh, you guys can't see my mouse there. We're probably not going to take this route up to Granada. We're probably going to do the coast and do like a road trip, you know, up and down. Then I just put Almeria there just because it's on the coast. Cartagena, we're probably going to do it. Alicante, we have family in Alicante. Then Valencia. And then we're going to go Castelló de la Plana here. This is where the solar eclipse of 2026 is going through. So that's why I got that particular location right there. I don't know yet whether that's going to work or not, but we're going to scout location for the eclipse. España equals delicious paella and sangria. I agree. Jim Foster, Traveling Robert, the purpose of the international license is to translate your Florida license into multiple language should you get stopped by the police. It must accompany your regular license. Yeah, I know. I know that's the main purpose, but I was expecting something a little more official, you know, like something more, I mean, that more, you know, a bit more You know what I mean. Uh, awesome. We are going through Nerja. I want to go through Nerja too. I've been to Nerja, but I was in my teens, so I don't really remember. But yeah, that whole Costa del Sol, the southern coast of Spain, is fantastic. What happened? It evaporated. How do you do the route on the map on the computer? Well, the ones in my videos, I use a program called Motion. This one, for the one that I just showed you, I'm using an app called Campy. Greg Graham, that looks like a great route. Southern Spain will be hot. Also, Gibraltar is great. Let's see the light. It's not here. It's in the other room. I'll show you guys next week. Do some hiking in Sierra Nevada. I might do that. Yeah, we're still almost 4 weeks away from this trip, and I haven't really micromanaged like every single little thing that I'm going to do. I'm not making any reservations. We're just gonna wing it. I might do the RV parking in Benidorm just because, but. Janet Vaughn, we just thought about going to Iceland for 2026 solar eclipse, but decided to go a different time. I was thinking of Iceland too, but then again, in Iceland, this is the thing. Have you seen the path of the eclipse? In Iceland, it's going to be like this little corner in the west of Iceland, and I'm sure a gazillion people are going to want to go there. In Spain, we have like more places. It's like Texas, you have this whole stripe of places where you can go. Young Dave, didn't bring my hiking shoes t-shirt. Got a big laugh when I saw you wearing it. What's the story behind it? Yes, someone gave it to me. Gave it several actually, which I might be selling at or giving away at the meetup coming soon. But yeah, someone made them for me. Nerja is the start of the Costa Tropical. It's supposed to be amazing for fruits and flowers. Well, there you go. I've been to Nerja, but it was a long time ago. Any plans for the Western Pacific? You mean like Japan, Philippines? Sometime, yeah. Sneaking a second beer on Traveling's Robert's desk. LOL. Yeah. Now we're gonna start wrapping this one up soon here, guys. And I hope you had as good a time as I did. He didn't see the comment. What comment? Let me rewind. What comment did I not see? I would like that a lot. No? That must be way far back. I can't see. Anyway. Hello, Robert from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Argentina is also on the plans for a future trip. The world is such a big world. It's a lifetime is not going to be enough, right? I just have to become a full digital nomad and live full time on the road, and that's what we might have to do in the end. You should also visit the village Frigliana. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful in that area. Frigliana. I have to add that one to the map because that one is not on the map. What's you spell it? Frigiliana. Frigiliana. It must be pronounced in Spanish. Frigiliana, Spain. Oh, it's like one of those white towns in southern Spain. Is known for its Moorish old quarter and narrow streets decorated with ceramic mosaics. Oh, definitely. We're definitely going there. I have no idea how we're going to have time to see everything that we want to see. But Jim in DC, there are many country roads in Ohio where the center of line of totality ran across. Lots of places without crowds. Yeah. Last call for alcohol. There you go, Sonia. Jimmy Prunty, you seldom, if ever, include breakdowns or repairs to your unit. Why not? Is every day on the road always perfect? No, it is not. And I did talk about my running lights, and I did fix a drawer on the road. But to be honest, I haven't had any major issues. Yeah, I did. When I fixed the drawer, when I fixed the stove, I documented all that. But it's not every day that something breaks. You know, it's been a relatively reliable trailer, believe it or not. I haven't had a flat tire, knock on wood, in years. Yeah. One large beer that will last till the next live stream. There you go. That's the way to do it, Christopher. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. Next week, yeah, we'll be here. Same time, same place, same area. Traveling Robert, I left you a text about Sonia joke. Should I read it out loud? Hope you didn't catch her. I don't know. I think my mom tuned out. So if you don't want a flat tire, get a good tire. And let me tell you, those Goodyear Duratrack that I have on the truck and the Goodyear, I forget the name, they're Goodyear too that I have on the trailer. They've been good. And this is the first trailer I've ever had that doesn't wear the tires unevenly. So it's a keeper for now. Oh man. Every day I'm shuffling. Someone was singing Desert Endurance. Thank you so much. Endurance, that's the tires that I have on the trailer. And let me tell you, they went to Alaska, they went to the Dalton Highway, and they still look new. I mean, I guess trailer tires don't, if the trailer is properly aligned, they don't get the wear and tear it's a little off key, but it's close enough. Desert rain, wipe away the dust, no in vain. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, yeah, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, riding. Everybody, thank you so much for spending an hour of your Friday evening. We're going to do an overtime live stream one of these days here. We're going to go like 2 hours maybe, but not today. See you next Friday. We're not gonna do a premiere this Sunday, so you feel free to sleep in. You know, this video is gonna come out automatically at 7 a.m. So anyhow, thank you for watching. See you on the road. See you next week. Have a great weekend and happy Friday, and happy Pretzel Day. I believe it was. Bye.